What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome back to another opportunity for Lunchtime REO behind the scenes in real estate owned property. Chris Hurley here, proud member of Hunter Kelsey of Texas. We're here to help you with your real estate assets. If you've got some property that needs some service or support, things are bogging you down, that's really one of the specialties that we have, is to make sure that things find their place back in the market. After you've had your opportunity to do your servicing to it, we'll take it over and help you from there. And here at the behind the scenes Lunchtime REO in Texas, a little bit past lunchtime, but nonetheless, we're here to welcome you, and you can be any of a big group of people just interested in real estate. I'm a real estate asset manager, been a licensed real estate broker in multiple states, home inspector, 20-year plus career in the real estate industry. And I'm aiming to help you find your place, find some success that's good for you. It's been a lot of fun this week putting some deals together. Lots of contracts came in on some of the assets that we've been able to put together with buyers, so that might be your opportunity. And so stand by, we'll be talking about a really interesting buy and hold opportunity. Not a flip, not something that you're going to renovate and put out, but something that if you held it for the right amount of time, it could be an amazing return for you in the future. So buy and hold is an investment strategy, and even though we do talk a lot about investing on this opportunity, this broadcast, we're not experts. This is entertainment purposes only. Take this things that I say as just entertainment. It's not investing advice. Talk to your tax preparer, your investment advisor who does that for a living. But if they think it's a good idea for you to invest in real estate, I'll tell you about how to work with some of those opportunities. Also share with you as an asset manager some of the things that we encounter trying to help sell these properties, both to you, the investors, but also to some of you who are real estate brokers. If you were given an assignment, would you take good care of it? How would you take good care of it? I've had some great conversations this week as we end up heading towards our big season of the month, where we do some bunch of new acquisitions, talking to some real estate brokers across the state of Texas, and seeing if they'll be our advocates and help us go take down some properties. Are you willing to do some of the groundwork for a firm like ours, to go out and look at some property, tell us what you think, maybe even put some real estate numbers together for us and let us know where you think the market is? I talked to a young man 43, young man in Portland, Texas, which is down near Corpus Christi. And he has a investor that he's been representing, not a real estate owned firm like ours, but an individual who had renovated a house, did about 90% of the renovation, didn't finish a big kitchen or some other things. And I talked to him about his sale journey since they've been on the market for quite some time. And he said to me, man, I wish he would have put more cabinets in. I wish he would have done these other details I thought about consulting with to make it a sellable property. Been on the market for quite some time, almost 160 days. And that journey isn't helpful for a seller, especially if you're looking to flip a property. Are you a realtor that can give good advice to help people understand the market and find some opportunity? Might be your thing to do. Level up your way to communicate with people, and even though it might cost a little bit more, sometimes that time on market, 6 months to sell a home, you've missed something, haven't you? Well, here at Real Estate Owned, the REO Texas broadcast, we're honored that you joined us today, and that we're going to come together and show you some opportunities in real estate. So the new information, which is a great way to begin each and every day, because new information is great for investors, it's great for realtors to go out and talk to people, and then we'll go through the new information we have about this great opportunity, and I'll share with you, especially you realtors, what are some of the things you should not do when you're talking to an REO firm? So some of the things that drive us crazy when we've got to manage a big portfolio, and we rely on you guys to help us with that. So Chris Hurley here to help you with our journey in the real estate opportunity today. So let's first take a look at this opportunity we've got here. Stand by, everybody, and take a look at a place where we spent a bunch of time back in university days. Corpus Christi. We've got the great state of Texas here, and we zoom into Corpus Christi. Everybody can see us zooming in here. So Corpus Christi is just south of Rockport, just north of Kingsville. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours from San Antonio, about 4.5 to 5 hours from Houston, depending on how you're driving. It's got a barrier island. South Padre, North Padre Island is this part, Mustang Island, and Port Aransas. Somebody put in the chat, what's Port Aransas known as in Texas? 3, 2, 1. Port A. Port A is where a lot of people go. It's a good mix of the beach and the beach and the barrier island, the Sound as they call that in North Carolina. But you got the Corpus Christi Bay here, which leads back into the city of Corpus. Corpus Christi has a lot of built out features to it. It's not a small town by any means. It's got a lot going on. And in Corpus Christi, you'll find military bases, you'll find some shipping, you'll find some major developments in terms of hospital and other infrastructure. So if you visit Corpus, you're certainly not going far from anything. And you can see that as we zoom in here, they've got a fairly significant highway system infrastructure, lots of different roads that go back and forth. And it's a historic city. There's been things that have been built here for a long time, hundreds of years in fact. And one of the features I wanted to talk about is a property we have here. This is our 1011 Alameda Street. We'll go in and take a look at that here in a second, but just look how close we are to the coast. Right, you're here. This is a beach. That's McGee Beach. Not going to have the same waves as out on the barrier islands, but nonetheless, you'll see it. I'll show you some pictures. It's beautiful. Lots of hotels down here along the coastline. It's got a major hospital, the Christus Spahn Hospital in Corpus Christi. So you're not far from a lot of regular amenities that are in a major city. So South Alameda is a 3-unit building. So you can see here it's got a kick out on this second floor that creates another living space. And we've got 2 units on the first floor, this primary unit. In this building, we've got some made-ready situations. So this is a real estate-owned asset of ours. And this has 3 separate units, each going to rent for around $750 a month once we finish getting them tenant occupied. You'll see once you go through looking at this property, there's some great opportunity here because it's so close to the beach and the other parts of Corpus. If you were to pick this up and turn it into a Airbnb situation or a VRBO situation, it may be the perfect weekend getaway for a multifamily setup here. So let's take a look at a little bit around what this street looks like. You know, it's got a typical residential setup here going around. Regular road down Alameda. Now the couch, of course, shows you that it might be REO owned. Here's a look at our siding. Now you see the window units here. That's one of the improvements that we've made. We've gotten rid of all the window units and we installed mini split systems so that you have each unit has its own climate controlled situation and that you have that in the unit, making it a really more modern, desirable unit. Come down this way. You see it's a simple A-frame house with a back porch. The back porch is actually the main entrance for the 3 buildings. It's got a hallway down with the way to get into it. And then the upstairs unit is this whole length of the floor upstairs. Now, the beauty of this one, if you see this is our flag where we're located here. Look at this aerial shot. You got the Emerald Beach Hotel right here. You have the McGee Beach, which I talked about before. Beautiful white sands here going along the Corpus Christi Bay. If you're a boating fan, you've got marina down here on this end. And you're really not that far, even if you wanted to go out to other places. Beautiful city park here. This is a fishing pier with a lot of fishermen go and have some good luck. And if you wanted to go out to the beach here on Port Aransas or Mustang Island, you know, gosh, you're probably 30 minutes, 15 minutes from the beach. Catch some waves out there. So what do you think this would go for if you could buy this property? What would you pay for this? 3 units, we're going to rent them out for $750 a month. What's that say to you? Well, if you were to give me a call and say, hey, Chris, we'll buy it from you for $225,000, I would say sold, because we're going to tenant this up, get it cash flowing really well for us, and then look at an opportunity where somebody like you could purchase it at about a 1% gross rent. So that's the type of situation that we're putting together in REO owned. This is not on the market. So we're bringing it to you at REO Lunchtime so that you can see some properties that are not listed yet. Not a lot of buyers are chasing it. We're still doing some make ready on the inside. Like I said, we've made some investments in some big capital systems. Plus, we're going to make ready the interior features to the home, giving it a nice clean, painted, repaired look so that as your tenants live in it, it's a really great feel for them. Imagine 5 to 7 years from now, what would this be like as an Airbnb? 3 units, a couple blocks off the beach. Not bad, not bad. So if you want more information about it, you can click on the link below. Let me know in the chats or do some other reach out to me, finding out how you can get a hold of this type of property. But this is the things that we do here in our company. Try to bring some opportunities to the properties that we have, the firms that we represent, and get things going to market so that it can get sold. So if it needs to be repaired, that's what we do. And if it's something that needs to get tenants in it, that's what we do. Sometimes if it needs to get tenants out, that's what we do as well. So I want to let you know that we are a full service firm that helps out with all your real estate property owned, especially if you're a financial institution, a bank, things like that. So we've got a great team in place. And I shared with you in the beginning about finding out what are some of the things that we do to assign these units to people. So imagine if I called you and I said, hey, I've got 5 listings I need to get some CMAs on, some value. Can you look at that and see if you can tell me how much they're worth? Would that be exciting in this market to get 5 assignments from an asset firm? Well, let me let you know that it's so difficult because we have actually gone through 4 different agents in one part of Texas, and they will not do this. They'll say it on the front end, oh, I'll do it. Guys, if you're a real estate agent and someone calls you from an asset company willing to give you assignments, do the work. Do the work. My goodness, we've got some great agents in East Texas. They're closing 25 units with us. One of them's closing 6 units in one transaction. So there's volume here if you're a real estate agent. When you're asked to help us and give us some values in the market, don't miss that boat, guys. Don't be distracted with somebody who's chasing down a deal that can't get closed, because the things that REO firms bring to you as a realtor, they get closed. Guys, we got to sell these houses. So when I call you, if you're in the state of Texas, you might want to call me. Get in line, because I think we've got 14 acquisitions we're doing this month so far. That's a lot of fun. It's a lot of real estate, and it might be your listing, but you got to reach out to me. Real Estate Owned is a part of Hunter Kelsey of Texas. We're honored to be part of Hunter Kelsey, and really proud of their support and what they do for Texans. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys another time here on Real Estate Owned Behind the Scenes, REO Lunchtime in Texas. I'm Chris Hurley, your host. We'll catch you on the flip side.